Hi, I'm Molly.
And I'm Jamie, and this is our From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast. As the owners of Hired Hand website software, we've been developing websites and creating internet marketing strategies for livestock breeders for the past 10 years.
The majority of our customers are involved in the breeding of registered animals, such as Texas Longhorns, Highland cattle, horses, and white-tailed deer, where the pedigrees are very important. The From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast examines many of the differences in raising pedigreed livestock for maximum profit. Join us and learn what we're covering today.
Well, welcome, Dan and Joe. Thanks for taking a minute to talk about the Tallgrass Production Sale that's coming up here soon.
Hey, thanks for having us, Jamie. We're looking forward to a really nice time.
Thank you for having us this afternoon, Jamie.
You're welcome. So can you guys just give a little update about yourselves in case somebody doesn't by chance know who you are?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm Joe Sedlacek with Lazy J Longhorns. I've been raising Longhorns for 27 years, and over the past year, I've been helping Dan Huntington with sales, and we've been doing sale coordinating with him and having a good time selling cattle for people.
All right, and I'm Dan Huntington. I've been in the Longhorn business since 2003. Started in the auctioneering, probably back in 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't remember what year exactly it was, with Bill Davidson and stuff. And moved into doing more and more sales over the years. And recently sold a couple businesses and allowed me to have a lot more time to focus on the Longhorn sales. And we've been doing more and more sales, and Joe's been working with me, and we've done, like Joe touched on a little bit, a couple of production sales already, and it's been working out real well, and looking forward to doing a bunch more for everybody out there.
So Dan, can you give us the sale details, like the date, the location, that type of stuff?
Sure can. Yeah, the sale's going to be on Thursday night. Mark that on your calendars. Thursday night, November 16th at 6 p.m. It's going to be in El Dorado, Kansas at the Flint Hills Elite Auction Barn. The cattle will be available for viewing pretty much all day on Thursday. The sale will be conducted, like I said, 6 p.m. Thursday night. I always want to say Saturday, but it's a Thursday night. Keep that out there. And the cattle need to be out of there by the weekend. So it should be a really good time. We've done a couple now on Thursday evenings where they're more of a production sale where we don't have multiple consigners, and it's worked out extremely well. I mean, it doesn't interfere with everybody's weekend because we have the vast majority of them are internet bidders when we do these Thursday night type production sales. So, yeah, it's going to be a really good time, and Hired Hand will be there live, and we'll have people live in the crowd as well as, obviously on the internet. So any of you are coming out, we're going to have some drinks and some refreshments and a little bit of food and stuff before the sale. So it'll be a good time in El Dorado, Kansas.
So if somebody needs to get a hold of anybody with questions, who should they contact?
I would say first off, I would call Joe. He knows more about the cattle part of it. He's been working with the Merediths for the last several years. So he'd be the real guy with that stuff. I mean, I certainly can help out as much as I can. I know enough about it. That would be mainly just me and Joe.
So who's going to be your sidekick up there reading pedigrees?
Oh, the infamous Chasey Vasut. Chase and I have been working together an awful lot in the last few years. And, we've made formed a comedy duo on the block a little bit too. But not only that, Chase has got a really good knowledge about pedigrees and background of all these cattle. And he does a great job for us. And we're always happy to have Chase on the block working with us.
So for those people that do buy, whether in person or online, who's available for hauling?
Well, right now we've got Wes Clark is coming up. Vincent Rapp is coming up. Myself, I'll be heading north. I'm going to reach out to a lot of my Wisconsin peeps and that. I think there's some real good cattle in there that they'll be interested in. Anybody along I-35 heading north, I mean, I certainly can make room and haul heading back that away. And Joe obviously will be going to his place. Joe, you want to add a little bit to that?
Yeah, absolutely. I live a couple hours away from the sale, and anything I can do to keep cattle at the house until people can pick them up, or anything I can do to help for transportation, we're here to help you.
So Joe, you probably know Bill and Judy best, I would say, probably out of anybody. Can you give an introduction or talk about Bill and Judy a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Bill and Judy, they have owned Longhorns since the 80s. They began to be members of the TLBAA in, I believe it was 93. And then from there, they started with a lot of end of trail ranch Bowman cattle was their foundation, and then they hit sales like the Legacy sale, and they purchased the high selling cow every year for I don't know how many years running. They had the Outback Beauty cow at 150,000. The multiple cows 170,000, 3S Danica at 380,000, and this is the core of their herd that all of these cattle in this sale go back to in one way or another. And also too, Bill and Judy are a huge part of the community. In 2003, they built a Christian school there in Wellington, Kansas, and have taken care of that in the community. And Wellington's not a real big community, so Bill and Judy are a huge part of that community for sure.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's been some other bigger ranches who have used many of the bulls that have come out of their program that they've bred.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess to me, the most personal to me is TCC Houdini. I bought Houdini from them as a 21-month-old bull. Craft Ranch brought him from me. He ended up being 96 inches at 5 years old when he passed away. Another bull is the Boomerific bull. Just like all these 9 young bulls at the same age, I picked him out. I started to grow him out for Bill and Judy, and we sold him to McCombs and Mike Davis partnership, and they ended up calling him the Beast, nicknamed him the Beast, and that was a very high level bull. So all these young bulls in the sale are just the same caliber as those bulls were at the same age.
All right, let's move on to the consignments. Do you have any updates about any of the lots?
So far, all the measurements online and in the catalog, those are going to be the most current we have. They're all within a month. Right before the sale time, we are going to check all the animals for preg status, and we will be updating those measurements, especially on the young stuff, just because they're growing at such a high rate that we want to update all those measurements right before the sale time for everybody.
Do you know what day you plan on having all those updates?
It will probably be the 15th. The 15th of November. That Wednesday before the sale, I'll have everything and I'll get it out online and get it to you guys as well.
Okay. So let's talk about the top 5 viewed animals so far before the sale. The first one is DH Double Rose. Can you talk about her a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a daughter of the great Rebel HR. This is your opportunity to be able to get a Rebel daughter without being in the syndication. She is a Dale Hunt bred and raised branded cow. She's 88 and 5/8 tip to tip. She's bred to the Blue Streak Bull, which is a true blue roan bull. Her daughter sells as lot 5, and a really big horn son of hers sells as lot 20.
All right, and the second most viewed is Trophy Saddle. What do you know about her?
Trophy Saddle is a true black, which is again a personal reason for me. I love following the true black and white cattle. She's a saddle horn daughter out of a top caliber daughter. She has a beautiful horn set, and she also has a son selling as lot 22.
Coming in at number 3 is Ring Around the Rosie.
Yeah, lot 13, Ring Around the Rosie. So her mom is the Rex's Red Rose, the 105-inch tip-to-tip cow that Crafts own. So this is a tremendous female. She's 86 and 7/8 tip-to-tip. And we will have a total horn measurement at sale time on her too, because I would say she's up in the hundreds on total, but we'll have that for everyone at the sale.
And the fourth most viewed animal so far is TCC Rose Gold 210.
Okay, so she is just a 17-month-old heifer, beautiful color. Her mom is Summer Rose, which is the Slams Rose daughter. So again, her mom's a half sister to Rebel, 3/4 sister to Houdini. and she's just a beautiful heifer that she deserves to be in the fraternity world, honestly.
And coming in at number 5 is TCC Rose Gold.
And so lot number 5 is the daughter of lot 19, the big Rebel cow. She, again, gold mine on top. You got Rebel, HR, Slams, Rose all on the bottom. And she's bred back to the Gunsmoke bull of Bill and Judy's.
And I believe all of the animals in the sale are bred to 2 different bulls. Can you tell people about those?
So we got TCC Gunsmoke, which is a Bill and Judy bred son of Sharpshooter out of Casey's Hershey's Kiss. He is right at 90 inches tip to tip. We've never measured his total, but it's in the hundreds. That is their main herd sire, and then their junior herd sire is a 3-year-old HL double barrel son that is a true blue bull that they bought from Leonard New River Ranch. And so everything is going to either have calves by these bulls or bred back to these bulls. And they're both top of the industry bulls for sure.
So I know we've talked about the bulls that Bill and Judy have bred that other ranches have used. There's quite a few bulls that are in this sale. Do you want to give an update on any of them or talk a little bit more about them?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, from the youngest of lot 20, he's 42 inches at 12 months, which is a pretty darn good measurement there, all the way up to one of my personal favorites is lot 26, Indian Moon. He's 57 and 3/8 at 17 months. He would have won the Horn Showcase by, I believe, 2 inches in his class had we had him in the Horn Showcase. And all these 9 bulls, this is all 9 bulls that Bill and Judy have. This is their entire 2022 bull calf crop. There's no hidden gem at home or sleeper at home like a lot of people think when we have production sales or something. But this is every single bull they had from 2022. So you're getting the absolute cream of the crop with these bulls.
Are there any other cows or heifers that they have in the sale that are maybe under the radar right now that you think deserve a little attention?
Dan, you want to take that?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a bunch of heifers as well as bulls in here that are, I mean, really going to be some barn burners. That lot 11, the TCC Darling Delight. I mean, Joe, I mean, you can extrapolate a little bit on this. Her horn growth and stuff is like off the charts, and she goes back to the obviously gold mine as well as the I can losing my train of thought on her.
50 dimples.
50 dimples. That's what I was trying to think of. Really an incredible heifer. A lot of these young bulls, I mean, my goodness, if you're at home and out in the pasture looking at your 3-4-year-old bull and you're like sitting the fence and not thinking he's getting it done, these guys, I tell you, the whole lot of what we got 8 or 9 bulls, any one of them would work just about anywhere I've been. So I think there's a lot of really good young prospects in here. The cows that are in here, there's some really nice, solid cows. It's going to be a good sale. I mean, I think there's really something for anyone that's looking to buy.
Well, anything that we haven't talked about that we should mention?
Just kind of our new little promotion that we're going to start at the beginning of the sale. Just I can bring anybody up to date on that. So what we're going to do is for any registered bidder before we start the sale, and this is online or in person, we're going to draw for a $500 credit towards any purchase that they make. So if you're online or in person, you're going to get a chance at winning a $500 little credit towards purchases. So that's something I think a little bit different.
If any online bidders are going to want to participate in the drawing, be sure that you get registered either the day before or earlier in the day so that we can make sure to include you. Don't wait until the last minute to get registered for the sale if you want to participate in the $500 giveaway.
That's absolutely true.
Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you guys later.
All right.
Thank you, Jamie.